Renewal license is more expensive than a new one? Fine, I'll uninstall my old software. I have a software license that I bought last year. The license is for 1 year. Well, a few days ago I bought a new license, but I kept getting emails that my license was about to expire. I called customer service. Hi, I keep getting emails that my license is about to expire. And I just bought a license last week. CSO. I see. You bought a new license? That won't work. It has to be a renewal license. The renewal license costs $2,899. What? Why won't it work? The new license for a year just costs $1,099. CS, too bad. I'll contact you to our technicians. Tech, nope. Can't do it. Me, so if I uninstall it I can use the license I just bought? Tech, I guess. But that takes a lot of work on my end to set up. Me, well, I don't want to pay extra for the same thing. Let me uninstall it. Tech, oh well. Give me TeamViewer access. 2 hours later he had my new software and license installed because I have terrible 3 Mbps internet. All they had to do on their end is just plug in the activation code on my old software to renew it. But no. Renewals need a renewal license which costs more than twice as much. Nope. I'm not paying extra. If I were in this situation, I'd certainly take it as a heads up that if I could wean myself off their software during the next year, that would be the prudent course of action. Because next year they might not be so accommodating. The real tragedy here is the 3 MB internet. Nero did this to me. See. 2002. I wanted to update and that update was worth more than a new license. I asked why. They answered, "It's because you live in Mexico." WTF. I never used that software again and I have told all my friends not to use it. You are ripping them off. Their CEO needs a bigger boat and cannot lie. Lol. Wow. I'm taking this opportunity to soapbox as it's appropriate here and appropriate for many pieces of software. It is absolute garbage that companies think their ongoing development of software costs that much, and at a subscription no less. For example, Autodesk charges north of $1,000 per year for their normal AutoCAD license and have done significant improvement on anything a basic drafter needs in over a decade. I shouldn't have to mention Microsoft Office, but I will. I'm still running 2013 subscription for something that the free open source is almost doing better than you. Peeved. I understand that the business model is what it is. But forget you guys for it. Hopefully capitalism will come full circle and edge them out because a competitor can come up with a decent product for less. This whole I am Adobe and I have a monopoly thing is old as dust. Vendor lock-in is real. They know most corporations will be willing to pay renewal only to not have to redeploy machines. This is more our asshole design than malicious compliance. Service companies do this a lot. They set up small nuisances hoping they can charge more to all those that aren't willing to pass through them. IDK there, but in my country, ISPs, phone services, and other non-public services has their salesmen authorized to offer up to 5,080% discount for 6-12 months, but only if the client insists in getting the discount for A or B motive. Same thing for antivirus software. Renewal cost twice as much. I rang and had a chat with one of the people. They decided to fix it for me. This is a lesson they learned from drug dealers and their first hit is free. Tekka, I guess, but that takes a lot of work on my end to set up. Buddy, I got bad news for ya. I doubt that it is the case here. But sometimes this is done when a previous license agreement, with renewal provision, has more lenient terms than the new one. And by canceling your old license and starting new, you are now bound by the terms of the new license, which is more restrictive, etc. Make sure you are comparing apples to apples before terminating that old agreement. Sadly, certain antivirus software are doing the same, but I have no worries removing it and installing it again. So, you let someone that had poor business ethics have full control of your computer? At least it will give you time to find a similar piece of software that is as good or better, so you can change to that. Bunch of assholes. Just today I blocked them, auto-renewing, on PayPal for 60% more than a new license. That's absolutely goofy. I was amused to see that JetBrains licenses drop in cost over the years. So if you fail to renew, it will cost you more. That's how you get renewals. I've learned to shop around for licenses for things like antivirus software and just feed those licenses in, instead of taking the ridiculous renewal prices quoted by the manufacturers. Something is off. Not sure what the software is, but steep discounts are often given for the initial perpetual license. And discounts are less common on the renewals. Renewals make up the bulk of revenue for this type of licensing, so they are stingier with discounts. However, renewal cost should not exceed the cost of a new license that is still on support. The only time I've seen this happen is if the license has been off subscription for years and they require backdating plus another year of subscription. The software I have experience with caps backdating at 3 years. So it's possible to place a renewal you'd need 4 total years of subscription. Depending on the promos, it might be cheaper to buy a new license in that case. I'd consider another program if possible. Or a reseller if they are set up that way. Doesn't pass the sniff test. Peak malicious.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Errorcast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.